How's it going, guys? It's Eclipse here, and today we have actually got two clips of the T110E5, and they're kind of two nice gameplays that I've got. One of me doing pretty well, and then one of me and my friend playing the T110E5 together and doing really well, like combined damage. So, first things first, we've got Erlenberg Blizzard. This is actually quite possibly my favourite one out of the three kind of weather maps that we've got. Obviously, there's the Blizzard, we have the Pacific Island Typhoon, and then Steppe Sandstorm. I'm pretty sure they'll bring out another one sometime soon. Don't know what it'll be, probably like bloody volcano eruption or something stupid like that, but yeah, should be alright to be fair. So I'm playing with three of my friends. Well, it's me and two of my friends. They're in a Bat Chat and the Centurion Action 10, as you can see on the screen. I'm in the E5, and I was kind of just having a look at the names at the start of the game, just being a bit of a potato. We kind of like to have fun looking at some of them, but I don't really know what I'm doing here. Should probably be getting on a move, and then here we go. We actually decide to start moving, getting our ass in gear rather than pissing around, not really doing anything. Now the E5 is really more like a medium tank. It's more like something you can, well, in terms of mobility, it's like a medium tank. It's not as fast as something, obviously. It's a bit like a British medium, something a bit slower, but its gun is really, really good. The gun is kind of retardedly good, to be honest. Too good, I think, for something like this. It's got such good armor as well. It's really well rounded, so it makes it really quite hard to pen sometimes, especially if it's moving and like shaking itself as you're like aiming at it. Sorry about that notification there, but I kind of record on the actual like computer type thing, which is kind of pretty cool. So we put one shot into the Chieftain there. That we've got quite a few like tanks rushing us here, but we want to get some shots in of damage as soon as possible. And this is what it's good for. If you can get hold down, probably they can only see the top of my turret. Obviously, you got the big cupola there on the top, which they can pen if they load premium rounds, but even then, like the amount of times I've bounced off Waffles' cupola is kind of ridiculous. I'm just trying to find something to shoot, but we go for the VKB, try and hit his side that's quite well angled. I don't know if he was meaning that, but we do try and get some damage there, but we see the side of his turret, so we aim for that, and then we get that in, because the VKB side armor is actually the weakest kind of bit of the tank. Obviously there's the rear of the tank, but you very rarely see that unless you are in an actual medium tank. We hit the Carnarvon there, which was quite nice. Just trying to get some damage there. It's not a exactly very high tier tank, but we're trying to just get as many guns out of the game, which is essential to trying to kind of get better and make sure that you're going to increase your chances to win, because if you leave 5 tanks on very low health, that just means that you're going to be getting hit from 5 different places, and it's going to take ages to pick them off. Whereas if you choose to like actually take them out of the game, that means that you're less likely to be getting kind of wrecked by 5 guns, and then it's going to take you a lot longer. So if you finish them off as soon as you can, that means you're going to receive less hits from less guns. Although you won't have damaged every single more people, and you might not have got the most damage that you possibly could, but it's not always about getting damage. It's about like pushing out damage in areas that need to be pushed out in. So say if there's a really low tier 8 tank that's a one shot for anyone on your team, even like a light tank with a very small gun, do not focus him, because not much of a threat unless no one's around you. He's your only target to hit, then you shoot him. But you want to be focusing 100% on making sure you're dealing damage to appropriate targets if you're a tier 10, and there's other tier 10s who the tier 8s on your team and tier 9s are going to struggle to pen. Then you need to be firing at that thing that's going to be quite hard to pen, just to mean you're going to be kind of getting the most out of your games that you can possibly can, and also help out your team at the same time, because it's all well and good getting 5k damage but firing at tier 8s and then thinking you did pretty well, but your team did crap, but that's probably because they were coming up against the tier 10s on the enemy team, kind of like a flip of what you were doing, and therefore you're going to end up losing quite a few games. Now back to the gameplay, we see that there's like an object 268 over there, but we try and just push because I want to get some more damage this game, and seems like we're going to win no matter what, to be honest with you. And we see that E5's coming, so I kind of pull in. He doesn't seem that bothered that we're even here, so I push forward just to this house. We get shot in the ass. I think that was by the Leopard PTA, from what I can tell. So I push forward, just trying not to get hit again, but he managed to track us, and we're going to take another hit here somewhere, maybe. And there's the E5. Is he going to bounce us? But we actually get hit from something else over to the left as well, so there's something over there, which isn't good. But we're trying to finish off that, but one of our teammates actually helps us out there. It was full out there on in our team. Well, in the platoon even, so that's always good. See, there's a back chat up there. We're trying to help out one of my teammates over there, but don't manage to do it because he's like over the other side of the hill. The M103 that was over there that probably hit us earlier just got spotted, so we're aiming for him. He's near a building though, so he's side scraping out, so we're not going to be able to pen him unless we get further round. The object 268, I believe that was, pushed down the hill but got finished off by one of our platoon mates. Sorry about that. Which is really good. Oh, I've got one of those like wintry colds that going around at the moment, and it's very nice. But the Leopard PTA there managed to hit him. We go for another blind shot, but he's moved on, I think, there. We got 16 shots of damage, which was fairly decent, to be honest. And since that there is a 400 alpha damage gun, you're going to be putting out a lot of damage in quite a minimal amount of time, considering your reload is bloody ridiculous. I make a bit of a potato move. I go down into the dip and then realise you can't actually get up. And then like I'm a retard, like trying to get up there. Yay, well done. So then I decide might as well just go back and try and cross the bridge. But I knew that we weren't getting any more damage out of this game. Sorry about that. Oh, that's really annoying. But I wanted to get a video out to you guys, so we'll crack on. So there we go. I think Leopard PTA is about to get clipped by our back chat on the team. And then we see that the back chat actually bounces off of the Leopard PTA. He wasn't very happy about that, not at all, kind of raging, as you can see by his name, Mr. McSalty, but it's actually Saty because Mr. McSalty was already taken, but he manages to pick us up for the top spot. He managed to get a lot of assisted, and we actually pick up 5.6k damage, high caliber Confederate sniper medal. We managed to pick up as a platoon around 13,000 kind of damage combined, so that's pretty insane, to be honest with you. Our team not doing too well. That Leopard 1 on our team, I don't know why he came so far down considering he did 4.3k damage, but Wargaming love their little like trolls, especially since the IS-7 did 1.3k damage but still came above him. But that was the end of that gameplay, so we're on to the next one, which is the E5, and this is on, I think it's called, oh god, it's like Coast or something, I don't know what it's called 100%, but it came into the game with the last patch. We get spotted by something, it's probably them over there, but we get straight into the game. I kind of cut to the start of the action anyway, and that saves you watching a load of boring like starting 30 seconds of the game. But really, I think the E5 is just so versatile. You can use it on ridge lines. It's got strong enough armour to create bounces quite reliably, to be honest with you. And I'm saying, to be honest, far too much. We see Owen or Fallout rushing in and then getting taken out in the T62A, which is really annoying. He got kind of rushed by a couple of their team who decided to YOLO. I think it was a 57 heavy or something, and he just kept penning him. But in this, I'm not the main highlight of this gameplay. It's actually Wessie there in his E5. He's did a really good game, actually, to be honest with you. And there we go again, to be honest. Like, that needs to go. I will try my best not to say that again. And we see there's an IS-7 and another IS-7 there. We put one into him because it kind of got rid of his angle plate. 5120 puts one into us though. And there's the Centurion Action 10 and Nation Traits. That's not a thing apparently, but the shitty ammo racks on the British tanks seem to be coming into effect there. And there you go, Fallout rage quit after that game. He'd had enough and managed to bounce there off the R7. That's what I mean, like even the lower plate's pretty troll. Centurion Action 10's there pushing up, so I'm asking Wessie to just focus fire. I'm taking quite a lot of the hits because I'm further up, so I'm a bigger target, I'm easier to hit. But someone goes YOLO and Wessie, so I say I'm going to take out the T62A, you just carry on like angling your armour towards them. And then I say that I'm going to put some shots into these guys. I finish off the Lerva, well, at least try to, so that he's out of the game. That's what I mean about prioritising your target so you're getting as many out of the game. I tracked the 5120 there with a nice shot into the front drive wheel. Wessie finishes him off. And then there's this Centurion Action 10, but he forgot that there's a Death Star sat in the back of Spawn. And there's a Jaegeru, don't want to get hit by him. That's a big old shot I'd take if I got hit by him. And since we're only on 1100 health, it wouldn't be that much of a high roll to be able to take us out. We get some spotted damage there, and then we got hit by the arty as usual. Fucking artillery, being my best friend. J Panther 2 realises he doesn't want to take us on. Especially me being in a balanced tank like this. We've got 9 pens, which is reasonable. Like, it's not something special, but this game isn't something special. It's just kind of the combined damage that we do together. So we put one into the Jaegeru. I think that he's going to get us here, so I'm not going to be too bothered. But Wessie manages to take him out just as I reload, and as about he was to come down the hill and put a shot into us, actually. See that the Waffle's there. Put one into him, and then get hit by the shitty 1375, who tracks us, and my best friend gives us a good old package, who was kind of pestering me for the later half of that game, and that was kind of pissing me off, to be honest. And there we go, fucking, to be honest, coming out again. That, honestly, and again, like, on a serious note, that'll be gone. Next video, no more of the to be honest. And we've got Wessie here. It's 4 versus 3. We've got 1 artillery, and I've kind of speeded up the gameplay just to get rid of this game, trying to short down the video so you guys can watch the whole thing without having to spend a year watching it all. He's just trying to take out the last couple of guys. The Waffle's been spotted over there, so he doesn't want to be taken out by him, considering that tank is really balanced. But then the Death Star has his revenge to the Waffle, kind of another balanced tank, being able to hit him. RT hits Wessie again, as usual, and Wessie gets tracked, which is really annoying, to be honest. Oh my god, there it goes again. But Wessie moves on. I tell him that the arty was over there pinging the map earlier on, and I don't know if the arty fired then, but something hit the dirt. It probably might have been someone, our artillery, hitting the ground there. Wessie's going to come up on the left hand side to avoid being shotgunned. We believe that the artillery actually fired there, hit the rock in front of him. So Wessie just finishes him off there. I think he loaded HE round just to make sure. So we've got 11 targets hit. We got 1 kill and some decent damage. We got 4,100 damage and 1,000 assisted. Westy got 6,000 damage, which was really good, and combined we managed to do a whopping 10k together. Owen obviously down there got 930 damage, but that was right at the start of the game. And that is basically all I have for you today. It's just 2 gameplays and kind of a preview before I do my little review of the T110E5. I've played a lot of games in it, so should be able to get some really nice games on it, well, playing it anyway soon. So stay tuned for that, and I will hope to see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.